But yeah, you're the second one. So
Well, I'm honored.
you are, yeah, still one of the first.
Cool.
Okay, here we go. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Stacy, and I'm the graduate assistant for the Nonprofit Leadership Master's program at Penn. And with me today to share his experience in the program is 2020 alum Rico Pasamba. Rico, thank you so much for joining me today.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Could you just start off with what brought you to the NPL program in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was this was last year, so I'm still considered what's called like an early career professional. So I've only been out of undergrad for about 3 to 4 years. But I had a pretty broad undergraduate degree in political science, and I was getting into the nonprofit world and into corporate social responsibility. And I was really interested in staying in that space. So I was trying to figure out what degree would help me, solidify my position here and help me grow. So I thought about an MBA, I thought about an MPA, but they were all very specific to either business in the private sector, or the public sector and government. And then I found some programs that focus specifically on nonprofit leadership or nonprofit management. And I found UPenn's, and of course I was in love because of the prestigious name of the University of Pennsylvania. But as I kind of learned more about the program and reached out to other programs or other universities that had a similar degree, I found that SP2 is just unmatched in terms of the faculty, the staff. Anytime I had a question about admissions or about the program, about a certain course they offered, my questions were always answered almost like within an hour, and a lot of thought went into it. So I thought that this was a really awesome program. The staff and faculty were really passionate about it, and the curriculum was just on point. I mean, it was exactly what I was looking for: hard management skills, soft management skills in terms of like ethics and communication, but with a lot of theory-based courses in the nonprofit sector and what it means to really go for social impact measurement. So between what they offered in curriculum, between the people who were managing that program and facilitating the courses, and then of course the name of UPenn on my resume, I knew that this was the program I wanted to be in.
Yeah, the full package for sure.
For sure.
And I'm glad you brought up the curriculum too, because that actually leads me to my next question, which is, could you please describe a specific class or project that you think has really helped you grow and or made an impact in your career trajectory?
Yeah, absolutely. So social entrepreneurship with Dr. Frumpkin and Dr. Russell, they were both incredible professors, experts in their field. And that class gave me the confidence that I didn't really think I had in myself to lead or even create a program. It really helps you with the idea of what, starting a social startup would look like, or starting a nonprofit would look like, from concept planning to putting together a package and plan to present, and then ultimately leading with that project. So that's, the final project for that culminates with you presenting your idea and your business plan, so to speak, for a social startup or a nonprofit. And going through that and being in group projects with some of my cohort, and then just having one-on-one time with both of the professors was really just an awesome experience, and sort of um, grounded me and reminded me like hard work, staying humble, because it's a very tough class. And Dr. Frumpkin and Dr. Russell really are there to help you succeed and achieve those goals. And so personally, it helped me become sort of an entrepreneur in my organizations that I was working at, but I also had classmates that, came up with an amazing idea and just rolled with it, and they're really taking off. So it was probably one of the best courses I've taken at Penn, for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, that's really awesome, especially because both Dr. Frumkin is the director of the NPL program, and then Dr. Russell is doing work as a postdoc with CSIS. So both of them are kind of leaders at Penn in their own right, and I'm sure you were able to gain lots of valuable experience through them.
Yeah, I even had a chance to be a TA for Dr. Russell this last semester for her ethics course, and it was just an amazing experience. So
Wow.
can't recommend that one enough either.
Yeah, that's great. Look at you, just, getting involved and really making the most of the program. So I guess that leads me to ask, what were some of the other program aspects, like including the curriculum, but also the structure and even the network of people you were exposed to in general? How did those things inform your current position with Orlando Health, and how do you apply some of those learnings?
Well, it was great. I mean, in terms of curriculum, every course I took really had like a immediate application to what I was doing. So social finance really helped me inform what I was doing with my budgets, where at first I was just kind of working in an Excel sheet and just kind of, making sure everything balanced out. But with the social finance course I took, it really helped me understand the importance of managing that budget, the importance of balancing where we were bringing in our income for certain projects and what we were presenting as revenue or profit afterwards. And then in terms of the structure of the program, it was awesome. I did the online full time while working a full time job, and then having a personal life somewhere in between. But the program itself was very flexible. The professors were very adaptable to our schedules. There were late night courses, early morning courses, but I think between myself and the cohort that I was with, we all really made it work. And then the network of people that I got to be in the program with was just amazing. So there were early career professionals like myself, and we were all just sort of coming up, but we also had middle career professionals who were just, right nearing the peak of where they were just going to be amazing and awesome. And then we had C-suite people in our course, executive directors, founders of their own nonprofits. And so we all just got to learn together and really grow. And that was I think that was one of my favorite parts of the program, was just getting to be a part of that little community that we started up. But otherwise, I mean, everything about the program really is built around you as a professional. So, I never felt too overwhelmed with the coursework we had. And at the same time, the courses that we took, they wanted to make sure that we were able to bring something every week that we were learning back into our workplace and, bring a lot of value right away. So it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really great to hear. And I appreciate how you highlighted too the breadth of people in the program. Like it's not one of those programs where everyone is a recent grad, fresh out of undergrad, and not everyone is later in their career. There's a pretty good spread of people with a variety of goals, and that can also contribute to your thinking of your career in so many different ways. And that also kind of proceeds into how do you feel like the cohort community specifically, because you pretty much were done with the program within a year, you did it online. So how did that community support your growth overall?
Oh man, my cohort was awesome. Shout out to the 1920 class. They were just great. We really started bonding like day one in our
Mhm.
courses. So they were awesome. I mean, we did become like a small family throughout that year, and maybe parts of it were commiserating over how busy we were, and other parts were bonding over group projects and just having a good time. But I think we talked basically every day for the entire year, whether it would be cheering each other on for personal achievements or professional achievements, or just just talking about how our days were going, how we were kind of getting along with the program. Like I said, everyone in my cohort, no matter where they were in their career or where they were professionally or personally, I mean, we all just sort of bonded right away. And I think that's a testament to Penn and a testament to the professors too, because it starts in the classroom. We were in group discussions or in group projects, and they make it such an awesome place to connect, especially with online. I was a little afraid when I first started the program. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like for the synchronous sessions. But, we didn't miss a beat. I mean, even though we were on this screen, it was like we were in a classroom, we were joking around, having a good time, but also learning and having really engaging discussions about the topics for that week. And then the class was meant to go maybe like an hour and a half, and we would always stay like an extra 30 minutes, 45 minutes, because we just were on such a roll and having a good time with it. So they were awesome. I mean, I leaned on them a lot. We leaned on each other for group projects, for study sessions. And so in terms of the growth that I got from being a part of that cohort, being a part of that community, it was all personal. I mean, I felt like I created really awesome relationships with people, and it maybe it was timely, but in the world of COVID now, and especially with all these Zoom meetings, uh, doing my program online really helped me find the personal touch with how to have these sort of face-to-face interactions, even though it's online. So shout out to my cohort. They were awesome. I think about them all the time. And yeah, that's probably the best part of the Penn program, to be honest. Even the class that I TA just now, you could tell that cohort, that class was all really close and really bonded well. So that's definitely not something that's missed out on the program.
Mhm. Yeah, it in a way kind of prepared you almost for the way we're working and living now. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's really great to hear that you didn't feel like anything was lost in translation with everything being online. I know that's a major concern of a lot of students now who are kind of, unlike you, unwillingly online. So it's reassuring to know that, even though it's not what folks expect, it can still be a really productive and engaging and fulfilling experience.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, awesome. Well, this is my last question for you, Rico. For those who may be watching either live or the replay who are considering applying to NPL, what advice do you have for the prospective students who are thinking about applying?
I have a couple pieces of advice. First one is I did the online full time. It's definitely doable. It's a lot of work. So if you're interested in the online, um, consider that it'll be a lot to balance, but it's definitely doable and you'll definitely still have a lot of fun. I know that they're thinking about offering the online part time as well. So I can't recommend that one enough either. Um, the other thing is get your support system all together, get them in the loop that you're thinking about grad school. I definitely could not have done this without my wife, who really held down the fort um, while I was, knee deep in papers and presentations and also with regular work and then coming home. And she was awesome. So you're really going to need to lean on the people around you to help get through the program. Uh, and then get outside your comfort zone with some of the courses if you end up getting into the program. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that scared me and I still took it, like the social finance course and then data analytics. Those were very quantitative, and that was something that was way outside of my scope of practice.
Hmm.
I was a poli-sci major, so the most math I took was, I think, college algebra. But the professors for that course took a lot of time in the first week or two to really get you up to speed, get you confident with your skills, um, and get you all, in tune with the jargon that they were using. And then by the end of the courses, I felt really empowered and really great. So definitely get outside your comfort zone. This is the time to do it, because it'll really prepare you. And those courses had real world applicability right away. And then I said it before, my cohort was awesome. I love them all. They were great. So make sure to connect with them as soon as you can. Start a WhatsApp group or a Facebook page or something, just to really get in touch with those people and with the people who are applying for the program too, because those could potentially be your classmates and your teammates down the line. Otherwise, definitely go for the program. I got so much value out of it. I loved it. Shout out to SB2, all the staff and the faculty and all the students right now. It's a great program. I can't recommend it enough.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rico. I
Of
must note that your enthusiasm is just so genuine, and for people listening, this is all Rico. He is, as you can see, such a wonderful energy for the program, and just really passionate about this work. So thank you again for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And this is also a reminder that the early deadline for submitting your application is December 31st, 2020. So if you want to have the reduced fee, make sure to get it in by then. Before we sign off, Rico, do you have any last words for the audience or just in general?
Happy holidays. And if you're interested, find me on LinkedIn. I'm always happy to answer messages about the program.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Rico. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you all have a restful, rejuvenating holiday break, and we will see you all in January with more updates on the NPL program. All right.